Hello everyone. Welcome to the second episode of Rice Bowl Wishes. I had left you with the boys now ready to make their second wish. Let us see what the boys make. A house of my own by the river with a chest full of gold, Landua answered. This the rice bowl granted. I wish also for a house of my own, only larger than Landua's. Instead of by the river, it shall be on top of the hill. And 2 chests full of gold. Swajo expressed his wish. This the rice bowl granted. I would like to have a library full of books, many books, enough to keep me busy for the next 3 years, said Gausa smiling. This the rice bowl granted. Landua and Swajo laughed. Books? You cannot eat them or buy fancy things with them. Books are but volumes of dull words, they remarked. Gausa went on to spend the next 3 years reading while still attending school and working at the local store. Landua and Swajo went off to live in their houses with chests full of gold. There they spent the next 3 years playing, eating and resting their lazy bodies. It was then time for the boys, now 17 years old, to make their third wishes. Landua and Swajo promptly arrived at Gausa's door to claim theirs. Landua greedily requested, I want a mansion to replace the house I have. The following must come with it. 1 room full of gold, a beautiful and well-behaved wife who will bear me many healthy and strong sons, and a title for me. I wish to be the most successful and the smartest governor this village has ever known. Immediately after, Swajo greedily requested, I also will have myself a mansion to replace my old house. The following must come with it. 2 rooms full of gold, a wife more beautiful and better behaved than Landua's. She shall bear me many healthy and strong sons, and status for me. I wish to be the most successful and the smartest merchant this village has ever known. And for you, Gausa? Landua and Swajo wondered. I would like to have more books to replace the ones I have already read and studied. Gausa answered without hesitation. Landua and Swajo laughed, shook their heads and said, Will you ever learn to be smart? The rice bowl granted all 3 wishes. Landua and Swajo were pleased with their new life arrangements. As for Gausa, he continued to read, study and work as hard as he had done before. On his 20th birthday, he acquired a job as a teacher. He also married the daughter of a store owner. It was time for the boys, or rather young men, to make their 4th wish. By this time, Landua and Swajo each had 2 sons. Wish wisely, advised Gausa. I wish to keep the rice bowl to myself. It shall grant wishes only to me. Landua hurried to reply. No, it shall grant wishes only to me, Swajo shouted. Then he quickly reached out and grabbed the rice bowl. I wished for it first, Landua argued, struggling with the Swajo fighting for the bowl. Clink! The rice bowl fell to the floor, where it shattered into many pieces. What have you done? Gausa yelled. Then he cried out, I cannot see! I cannot see! The rice bowl had taken Gausa's eyesight away as quickly as it had granted it to him. All the books vanished. Landua and Swajo rushed off to check on their own possessions. When they reached the lots where the mansion should have been, they found only miles and miles of weeds and wildflowers. Their devoted and beautiful wives and children were also nowhere to be seen. There were not 1 piece of gold left anywhere either. The real nightmare came When Landua and Swajo discovered that they had lost their positions, instead of the well-known and successful governor and merchant, they were nobody. In fact, they were no longer able to read or write or do simple arithmetic. When Landua and Swajo heard that Gauser had managed to keep his teaching job, they went to see him. "How is it that you have lost your eyesight and all the books, but you are still able to read and write?" questioned Landua. "And you haven't lost your wife," Swajo puzzled. "My eyesight was granted by the rice bowl, thus it was its to claim. However, what I have seen with my eyes, it can never deprive me of. The books were given to me by the rice bowl, so they were its to take away. But what I have read and learned is mine to keep. The knowledge I have acquired, the rice bowl has no power to claim. The same goes for my wife. I did not ask the rice bowl for her. She is every bit as real as you and I." Landua and Swajo learned of their stupidity and selfishness. They were very sorry and ashamed. They became the oldest students in the school, but they were the most dedicated. They had learned that life was what they choose to make of it. They no longer wished to waste another precious moment. Master Gauser was recognized as one of the wisest and the most caring teachers ever to teach in China. There on his desk always sat an ordinary rice bowl, which obviously had been glued back together from many broken pieces. Thank you, children. You were with Pragya Joseph. I hope you enjoyed the class. Have a great day.